you wrote a Lenny letter.
Yes.
And you talked about how Hollywood is dedicated to inauthenticity and that everything that is sort of shown is the opposite of how it is. And, and you also talked about in that letter how when you were in high school, you got to be the theater geek that wore pajamas to school and sung out loud out of your crappy car, and that was your identity. And then you came to Los Angeles, found the success, and then sort of forgot about all of that or lost it.
Yes.
And I wanted to ask you about that, about what you went through in terms of your body breaking down, because the conventional wisdom is the hardest parts come when you're broke and you can't get work and you're auditioning. But it sounds to me almost like that first season of Two Broke Girls, you found success, but it still didn't fix the things that were waiting to like show
their true colors or something.
Yeah, can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, yeah, it's interesting. I think that particularly being female in our culture, it's very difficult to prioritize self-care. Just in general, I don't know what that is, but I think that it's something that I know me and my circle of friends in our 30s are a lot more vocal about prioritizing, a lot less shameful or guilty about prioritizing. But in my 20s, it wasn't even self-care or the time to sleep or that wasn't even on my radar. It was ambition, it was not getting a line wrong, it was watching videos of my heroes, trying to, soak in everything I could. It was like reading plays. I mean, it was just constant be the best, be the best, be the best. And I think like what I've realized in my 30s is like to be your best, you have to take care of yourself. And that to me was the best life lesson that could have happened when my skin had this crazy thing happen, which was my immune system saying like, you must prioritize slowing down.
So you're on the show. I mean, how many did you do? 26 or?
Yeah, like back then you did 25 or 26
okay.
in the beginning.
So you're on that treadmill and you're figuring it out. And
yes, and you're doing press on hiatus and hiatus
and you're
weeks
probably still scared that it could all go away.
And I was still living like in apartment buildings that weren't, I mean, I didn't have like some massive quote when Two Broke Girls started. I mean,
right.
I still lived with my roommate the first 3 seasons. I mean, I didn't, there were challenges I remember my apartment building started to get kind of shady and there were like break-ins and things. I mean, there was also stressors, just outside stressors that most actresses who are a lead on a television show just didn't have to deal with. Like the panic attacks would happen like before bed for no reason. It never affected and still doesn't affect my, the craft of acting, or like I told you, I feel more at home and safe when I'm in character acting.
Right.
It was my own life things that would be triggered, whether it was, like break-ins or what my body was doing. I also I still want to eat like a 5-year-old child. I mean, I'm a 5-year-old boy at heart. I love pizza, pasta. I had to really also learn how to eat a salad. And there were things that just self-care things like that as well that I had never. Also remember, a few months before that, I was eating ramen. I was as cheap as you could get at the market.
Right.
There was no organic going to Erewhon. And for me, I mean, I truly will say that meditation, if I had to pick one thing that first year, I think it was Whitney Cummings who said, look, I just learned this amazing meditation called Transcendental Meditation. A lot of actors do it. I think it'll really help you. And I still do it, and I did it every night of Two Broke Girls. I never missed, it's like part of my process now. I must do 20 minutes of meditation before I go on stage or shoot anything.
Right.
And like I said, I also think it was feeling guilty. I was in my 20s. I wanted to have relationships with my friends. I mean, it was really difficult to have a life outside of the show. And I felt pressure to want to have, obviously, relationships are part of what makes us so happy. So I think it was just it was really just navigating all of that and then never letting it, which it didn't ever affect my work, but keeping that at that level. My body went. That's when the virus came out, because it was you're holding all of this.
Did it feel like that?
Well, I thought there was something wrong. So
yeah.
Until a doctor went, I went to a Chinese doctor, Chinese medicine, and he was like, this is your immune system shutting down. You need to change your eating habits. You need to find some sort of exercise routine or meditation or yoga, whatever it is for you. I don't know what it is, but you've got to prioritize self-care before all this other stuff.
Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you like what you just saw, then why not subscribe? Click right here for lots more off camera. And If you want to see the hour-long version of these conversations, I'm going to give you the secret link. Here it is, offcamera.com. Check it out.